When I was 5 years old, I witnessed my cousin get shot 5 times in the back. That had been to more funerals than birthday parties. I grew up with that, so death wasn't a big deal.
Maria Reyes grew up on the tough streets of East Los Angeles. By the age of 14, she'd been arrested several times for drugs, weapons possession, and carjacking. A judge sentenced her to house arrest. She could only leave to go to school, Woodrow Wilson High School in Long Beach. In room 203, 9th grade remedial English class, Maria met a brand new teacher from the suburbs, Erin Grua, and hated her on sight.
I felt that she wanted to feel good about herself. And I'm gonna, change these ghetto kids from the hood.
Miss G remembers her first impression of Maria, too.
She took her seat in the back corner, and she was brooding.
So were most of the kids in room 203. Kids, like Maria, already in gangs. Kids in foster care. Kids who were happier on the streets than at home. Miss G started asking about their lives. One student spoke for the whole class.
And he said, "You know what, Miss G? I feel like I come from an undeclared war zone." And I started thinking about kids who lived in real wars. Anne Frank. So I decided that we were going to read the Diary of Anne Frank.
At first, Maria resisted. What did she have in common with a Jewish girl who hid from the Nazis more than half a century ago? But just pages in, she felt a connection with Anne.
And she writes, "Sometimes I feel like a bird in a cage and I wish I could fly away."
That was how Maria felt, trapped in a life where people hated each other for no good reason. Then she got to the last page and read that Anne Frank had died in a Nazi concentration camp, one of the 6 million Jews killed in the Holocaust.
I so desperately wanted her to make it. Because if she didn't make it, then what were the chances of somebody like me that was a bad person actually making it out?
But one of Maria's classmates spoke up.
And he said, "She did make it. She did make it, Maria, because she wrote about it. She's going to go on living even after her death."
Miss G seized the moment and Anne Frank's example and told the class they were going to start writing their own journals. And slowly, they began to open up, writing about their lives and sharing their stories with each other.
I live in a neighborhood where the sounds of gunshots are my lullaby.
I could die today for nothing.
The depression that engulfed me.
Nothing makes it go away.
There are people who shamelessly take from others with no remorse, but I will break that cycle.
Ms. G's students found relief in their writing and started calling themselves the Freedom Writers. No one in room 203 could have predicted what happened next. The Freedom Writers' stories were published in a book that became a bestseller and then a movie. And Maria? Like all 150 kids in Miss G's classes, she graduated from high school. She finished college. And now, just like the woman she once hated, Maria is a teacher who encourages her students to tell their stories.
When I was 3 years old, me, my little sister, and my brother were abandoned.
I feel like I have nobody to turn to because I just hold it in all the time.
And so the Freedom Writers, in their work as teachers and writers and principals, pass on the experience they had in Ms. Gruel's class.
When you teach one, they will teach another. It doesn't take 150. It only takes one.